Hey everyone, me and Topes here. Hey, I just finished working out. I'm having my post-workout. Oh, and he's bugging Missy now. You get Missy too, you get the whole family. I thought I would come on and share a little bit more about the post I wrote yesterday and kind of what I've been processing and thinking, and also kind of from some of the conversations I've had with friends lately. I know, he is so big, it's nuts. He's 50 pounds now. So anyways, okay, so I did a post yesterday, and I was reminded, it was so weird. So I've heard this quote lots of times, and the quote is, life is happening for you, not to you. Oh, hold on. Toby, this is not for you. I just bought a nice new mat from Marshalls. He already thinks it's his toy. Okay, so the quote, life is happening for you, not to you. And it's a Tony Robbins quote. If you don't know who Tony Robbins is, you need to go and learn all about him. He's great. But I was laying in bed the other morning because I've been really trying to focus on having a positive mindset in the morning. Because I'm sure, like lots of us, it's really easy to stay feeling negative and feel like the world is against us. So every morning I try to go through my vision, my goals. I'm trying to think, okay, what are the 3 things I'm going to get done today? What's something I'm going to do to fill up my cup? Really intentional. So when I get out of bed, I'm already have a plan of action, and I know kind of where my head's at that day. You wake up in the morning and you're like feeling not so great today. Then you need to do this extra things to fill you up. And then there's some mornings where you feel pretty good, right? So anyways, I kind of gauge that in the morning. And that quote came to me somehow, and I just remembered it, and I was like, thank you, universe. That's what I needed. And it made me think that how easy it is to stay stuck in a place where you're like, why is all this stuff happening? And it's because we're attracting it. It's like when you have a bad day and you call it out, it's a bad day, and just crappy things keep kind of happening and they layer on top of each other, and you're like, I just have to get through this day. You get to choose any moment to have a brand new day, or to have a fresh start, or to start your day over. It doesn't have to be a bad day just because something happened. I think that we can attract that, and I've seen it happen to myself, and I've seen it happen to a lot of people, where it's just like one thing after another, and we have some control of that. So to help with that, can you focus on gratitude and joy? Those are 2 really big things that help remind us that there's, whatever you believe in, a higher power, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, I believe that there's something supporting us and guiding us, and I like to envision, I have this whole army behind me supporting me. I have an army of real humans and friends and teachers and mentors and family. And then I have this other spiritual, invisible army behind me also supporting me. So it can be really easy to forget that we're all supported, and really easy to forget that there's people who want to help us. And it feels good to actually be the one helping in return and in exchange when we need it. Okay, so to help with this, life is happening for you, not to you. A gratitude practice is really, really big. Every single day I write down 5 things I'm grateful for, and sometimes I even just think them in my head. Sometimes I'll just do a straight journal page of everything I'm grateful for. A new one that I've heard that I've been doing is an appreciation list. So you can say things that you appreciate about yourself, or things you appreciate about your job, or things you appreciate about your home, or whatever, your family. It could even be things you appreciate about a person who maybe is not contributing to your life in a super positive way, but it's not toxic. There's that difference between really unhealthy and toxic, but also someone who's maybe just not contributing to your life in the same way they usually are. And it's just that reminder that what you appreciate about them and why they're in your life. So gratitude and appreciation lists are really helpful. And then a joy list. I was going through a bit of a struggle, and I'm I don't even remember the last time I felt joy. I don't even remember the last time that I felt happy and filled up, and what did that feel like? And I was reminded to just think back in my memory bank what that felt like, and then make a list, a joy list. What are things that bring you joy? And I think there's a difference between joy and gratitude. Joy is the best feeling ever. It's like so overwhelming and exciting, and I think everyone experiences joy maybe a little bit differently physically. Gratitude is like, oh, this cup of coffee is so good. Maybe the cup of coffee brings you joy, but usually joy is like larger things, like Christmas morning, for instance, right? Or seeing someone you haven't seen. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of us who are missing people. So to help with life is happening for you, not to you, practice gratitude every day. Write gratitude down. Appreciation list, and I would even recommend journaling things that you appreciate, just so you have more space. There's also a lot of meditations to help with this. So there's gratitude meditations, visualization meditations, appreciation meditations that really help kind of get you in the mindset. Toby. What else did I say? And then joy. A joy list. I don't know, for some reason today we're talking about journaling, I guess. Write down things that have brought you joy in your past. What did that feel like? What did it feel like physically, mentally? Even in a meditation, think about things that have brought you joy and how that felt in your body. It can be like, I felt like my heart was swelling up with joy, or I felt warmth, or I felt so light. And it's just that bit of a reminder that joy happens and shows up every single day. Like right now in this moment, you might be depressed, but there's another human on this planet who's feeling the most joy that they've ever felt. And it's a reminder that we can feel that, and we have to be open to receive it. Because when you're feeling crappy and you're feeling like everything's happening to you and the world's against you, you're not going to be open to receiving or even seeing joy. And you might even, I think we've all been there, see joy in someone else and be really jealous and hateful of that, and be like, well, like even on Instagram, you scroll and you're like, oh, happy couple, whatever. Or like, wow, look at her making her goals happen, you know? And that's kind of a crappy place to be in, right? You want to be able to recognize and observe that maybe you're in a place where things are difficult. And I like to say, I've been trying to say, instead of like, I'm in a difficult season, I'm in a healing season. Because healing is a positive word, right? If you're going through something difficult, you're probably learning a lot about yourself. You're probably in, a lot of my friends are trying to give yourself as much self-care and self-love as possible, and that's going to move you forward. And when you think of it from that perspective, you're still going to be open to joy. When you're healing, you're not going to say no to a Band-Aid. You're not going to say no to medicine or extra care or soup, whatever it is, right? You're not going to say no to crutches when you're healing. So think about that from the perspective when you're looking for joy and you're healing, that you're still open to receiving it. And remind yourself that it happens every day. Joy shows up all around us, all the time. People are experiencing it. It's not like it's hidden. It's not like you're never going to feel that way again. And it can feel like that. It's going to show up. And you have to remind yourself. I've been doing a lot of journaling lately, and I find that to be really helpful in that reminder. And I feel like at least for me, I feel like COVID is harder now than it was ever before. For some reason, I'm feeling like super claustrophobic, and I can't go to a concert, and I can't go sit on a patio. Like the things that normally bring me joy in this season, or like a release, aren't available to me, which is really frustrating and irritable to me. So I have had to put that extra time and energy into flipping that switch and being like, well, there's other things that bring me joy, like sitting around a campfire. So just focusing on those things. So anyways, I hope that was helpful. Just remind yourself, maybe make it your mantra. Life is happening for me, not to me. And remember that we all have this army of people surrounding us and guiding us and loving on us the whole way through. You're not just here on your own, stranded on this planet, right? Use the support, use the healing that's available to you. And yeah, I'm here for you. So happy Saturday. I'm done my workout. I'm going to make a smoothie, shower, and get on with my day, and enjoy the weather.